Hey guys, Pablo here, and welcome back to another brand new video. Now in this one, we're going to talk about a project called Solar Farm, which is a miner protocol. They had a version 1, which was a huge success. We're going to talk about that. But this one will be focused on the V2 and the changes and the innovations in those, and what potential, what capacity does it hold. So we're going to talk about all the details of this project. Make sure that you follow till the end. If you have any question, of course, you can ask me in the comment section. And do note that this is not going to be an investment or a financial advice. So always do your own investigation and research. And now, without wasting any further time, let's get straight into it. Now, this is the D app of the Solar Farm. We're going to take a look at this, but we're also going to learn about this whole project. How does it work? Since this is the version 2, the V2, so we're going to talk about the changes, and we're going to talk slightly about the achievements of the V1, so that we can have an idea on the potential that the V2 have. Now do note that the V1 was during this, the bear market. So still, I have taken a look at the numbers, and even in the bear market, they have managed to secure a good, a good position. So we're going to talk about those, and we're going to learn how does this project work, what are the improvements, the innovations, what are the features, and so forth. So this is the D app. We're going to take a look at this from time to time. Most of the information we'll be getting is from their Medium page, but just to clarify to you guys that this is a safe and a reliable and a genuine project. You can take a look at their security audit from the SAFU audit, and you can also see check out the the KYC certificate that they have achieved again from the SAFU audit. So the project is verified, it is certified, it is safe, it is reliable, it is genuine. Now let's just put that away so that we can learn about this whole thing. Now this is the V2. Now, for you guys who don't know about the V1, or basically how Solar Farm works, what that is, this is basically a protocol that comprises of different critical assets. We're going to talk about those assets. This gives us, I believe, one of the highest APRs out there from daily to annual. The numbers do look very promising. What happens in this one, you may see a lot of terms like panels, compound power, and self power. Just to clarify, this is one of the analogies that we use in crypto projects. What you do basically is you buy solar panels, which is where this the whole project came from, solar farms. So you buy solar panels, and we know what solar panels do. They generate power, they generate electricity. The more panels that you put or install, the more power you get. Just like this, in this one, you buy panels. The more panels you buy, the more power you generate, and you can convert that power into, let's say, BNB coins. You can convert it to BNB coins. You can utilize those. And the compound power, compounding is basically when you have the panels installed, you make power. Now you can either convert that into BNB, or you can use it to buy more panels so that you compound more and more, which is a really awesome way to generate high rewards. If you just get power from the solar panel and you withdraw it altogether, you may not have a sustainable income. So the better way is the 6:1 ratio. We have talked about this multiple times before. So you compound for 6 days, and then you withdraw on the 7th day. So in this one, it's not like you have to strictly follow that 6:1 ratio or that time period. Basically, this is a project for the diamond hand people, and we're going to talk about all these security measures, not security, but the mechanisms that they have placed to ensure that they have a sustainable and ever-growing total value locked TVL. So altogether, the conclusion comes down to, in this project, is that you have to be a diamond hand person, not someone who does the day-to-day trading. It's not a pump and dump scheme. There's a lot of, as you can see, there's a lot of measures like base abuse, dump abuse, spam abuse, other mechanisms that they have put in place to ensure that people don't do this thing. This rewards long-term holders, not holders, but also holders. It rewards people who are in here for the long term and not for the short term. And afterwards, when we take a look at different features that they have, you will have an idea of that too. So basically, this is how this whole project works. The more panels that you buy, more power that you generate, more that you can convert into BNB, or more you can compound. the way to maximize your rewards is, I just told you guys, to be in this for the long term. You can also use the the referral system for that. We're going to look at details of that too. The native token that we have on this platform is their own token, Solar Farm token or SF token, and it is capped to about like 1 billion tokens, so that's the total supply. There's a transaction of 8% that is applied on every single transaction, whether you deposit or withdraw. There's no tax on compounding, so don't worry. We're also going to talk about their metaverse that includes a casino that is, I believe, fully VR. I'm going to show you the video too. So in there you will have different games in which you can use the the SF token, the main native token, or you can use BNB, and they have this amazing method in a sense in place that is going to peg the SF token to the BNB, not exactly 1:1 ratio, but 100,000 to 1 ratio, I think. But we're going to talk about that too. So here's the Medium page. We have a complete information on their Medium page. They're talking about in their V1 version that was released 2 months ago. They have built a protocol that has significantly outperformed the market and generated over 5,000 BNB in volume. Now, here's the thing to note, that this was during the bear market. We know how the market has been performing in the last couple of months, and that was the peak of how badly it was performing. So it was able to achieve this whole thing in the 5,000. I'm hearing 5,000 to about like 7,000 BNB in volume in the version one, in the bear market. So it's somewhere between 5,000 to 7,000. So we know that it does have a huge potential, that if it was able to outperform the market even during those conditions, then we can have an idea on how amazing this is going to be in this one. And even in the version 2, which was just long, I think not so long ago, in the first 48 hours that it was launched, it's like it was currently sitting at about like 500 BNB in the total value lock in the TVL. Currently, if you're able to log in, if you connect to wallet, we can see probably where it is standing right now. But the thing is, it does have a huge potential, and it does have that capacity to achieve higher levels. Now, the changes that there are, which is why this video is being made, you can get a lot of other videos that are made on the version 1, but here we are here for the the version 2. I just had to give you guys background so that you can have an idea on what this is. Now, different features that we have seen in this one, we're seeing in this one, is fresh value, the cell system version 2, solar guard fairness system, which further has a lot of other features, security, basically not security features, but basically features that are placed there to ensure that the TVL is not drained by people, or it's not abused by people. Then we have compounding system V2, dynamic delivery supply system, and then launch information. So the fresh value, this may be a new term for a lot of people because, well, it is a newer concept. So it says fresh value is an innovative new concept that will redefine the long-term sustainability of miner protocols. This is a miner protocol. Fresh value ensures that the amount of money that users take out of the protocol is measured relativistic to their initial deposit, what they initially deposited. Now, this is going to use, the fresh value is going to be used in a lot of other measures to ensure that again, the TVL is not drained. It does say it here, fresh value forms the basis upon which the other solar guard protection mechanisms rely on, which is, if you see, which is anti-dump, anti-spam, base abuse, and anti-outsiders. There's like 4 of them, and all of them rely on the fresh value. We're going to read how does it do that. But here they're saying that their growing TVL is a healthy TVL. Therefore, fresh value mechanics in conjunction with our self-feeding ecosystem will ensure that TVL is perpetually growing. This is something that is not offered by other people. Now, in the cell system V2, we have fractional selling. So you are given this slider on the app that's that allows you to select an amount that you wish to sell. So through this, we make it significantly easier to the community to undergo responsible selling habits that also synchronize with our other features such as anti-dump, anti-spam, and base abuse. So this is where we're currently heading to, solar guard fairness system, in which we have 4 of those. Again, all these rely on the fresh value. The first one is anti-dump. So in this, it says if a user attempts to sell an amount greater than or equal to their fresh value that the first deposited, they will receive a 50% tax and 25% panels reduction penalty. And this, it's a possibility that someone get anti-dump and anti-spam penalties altogether. So this is their anti-dump measures, so that people don't withdraw huge amounts. It says one of the primary adaptations we have made from the SMMB version 1 is to ensure that we have sustained TVL growth as investors can deposit their BNB in confidence, knowing the solar farm can not only outperform the market as was the case in V1, but in addition you're also protected from large drops in TVL. Now some people may think that this is, I'm not sure if people are going to think it is not right, but all those people who are into day trading, all of these who use projects as a pump and dump scheme, definitely this is a bad news. This is a nightmare for them, because this won't be able to happen in this one. But if you want to make a sustainable project, a project that provides sustainable income to people for long term, you have to comply with these kind of measures. In this one, the whales and small investors both can benefit. Both are, well, whales are kind of secure, but the small investors are able to benefit from this while the whales also exist. So it's difficult, satisfying both of the type of investors, and these are the measures that are put in place to make sure that it actually happens. Then we have anti-spam, so that if you don't want to sell large amount, people may think that they can split them into different pieces and they can do that, but this is considered as spam. There's a period, 15 compounds. One compound is of 90 minutes, so 1 hour 30 minutes. So if you perform 2 or more than 2 cells, and the time period between it is less than 22.5 hours, then there is going to be an anti-spam measure in place, which is 75% tax and 25% penalty reduction penalty. And again, other penalties also apply if you violate them. So this is anti-spam. Then we have base abuse. It says once you sell over 5 times your fresh value, you will receive a 50% penalty to the amount you withdraw. This amount is stackable with other punishments. So this is put in place so that it keeps things fair for the investors of all sizes, whether they are whales or small investors, so they can coexist to form large scale ecosystem. And the other thing is the anti-outsider. Now this one is for the referral system. People get, users are in the V1, they're rewarded with referral bonus for deposits and compounds, even if they're, this was equal for the investors and non-investors. But in the V2, users will only receive full referral rewards for deposits if they are investors themselves. You can get into the details of this, but these are the measures that are in place to, make this happen. Now we have the compounding system V2. So there's a compounding bonus that ensures that those that continue to compound are rewarded with their dedication. Every 3 compounds a user makes, up to a maximum of 30 compounds, the user will enhance their compounding bonus tier. These tiers add 1.5% to your compounding bonus and stacking from 0 up to 15%. Now this is something we have talked about. This is a method that I prefer, that you don't just buy a few panels and then start getting rewards from there. You withdraw every time there's a time that you claim the reward, you just withdraw it completely and let the panels do its work. The other method is that you reinvest what you have gained, maybe withdraw some of it, but put it may be 50, maybe more than that, back into buy more panels, so that next time you can get more and more rewards. This is how you increase your rewards exponentially. You get maximum out of it, and this is something that I prefer that you do. Now there's a compounding cooldown. There's also dynamic inflation. So there's a lot of things that are changed, a lot of innovative things that are changed or added in this one, which is making the video even, I would say, even better, even more amazing. Now this brings us to the last thing that we've discussed, which is of their Solarverse Metaverse, in which we have a casino. Now in that casino we have, you can play different games. You can play roulette, poker, and games like those, and you can use Solar, the SF token, or you can use BNB. Now, you can use both of them, which is you need 1 BNB or 100,000 as SF token in order to play the games and so forth. You need to kind of have that. So this is going to peg it peg 100,000 SF token to the one BNB, in a sense that if the value of the SF is lower than the BNB, and people obviously is going to buy those 200, and this is going to increase its price. Now, when its price is increased and one BNB is cheaper than 100,000, then of course people are going to go to the BNB, and in that case, it is going to get pegged. It is going to equal in value, and that's what they have done, which is pretty amazing actually. Now I do have a video in it. You can see this is how it looks like. It's pretty amazing. The graphics are amazing. The video quality may be a little bit lower. I think as for the Metaverse, I think this is the perfect quality, but this is just a small sneak peek of it. Yeah, basically this is all I have for you guys in this amazing project. This is version 2, and of course it is going to perform even better than the last one, and the last one performed really good. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys in this video. If you have any questions, of course you can ask me in the comment section. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video shortly, so stay tuned. Disclaimer: trading digital assets involve significant risk and can result in the loss of your invested capital. You should ensure that you fully understand the risk involved and take into consideration your level of experience, investment objectives, and seek independent financial advice if necessary. It is up to you whether to invest or not.